Implantation, also known as nidation. Once the fertilization is over, the next step is the implantation. So once the fertilization is over, what we get is a one cell stage which will divide to form a morula and which will further divide and develop a cavity inside. So this cavity will push all the cells to one side and there will be this cavity. The cavity is called blastocele and the stage is called blastocyst. For mammals, it is called blastocyst, whereas in lower form, this stage is called blastula. Now, though this morula and blastocyst looks different, size looks different, actually there is no increase in the size. Only number of cells have increased. The total size remains the same. Okay, so the size will remain the same. I have just drawn it bigger, that's all. So ultimately the blastocele will look in this particular manner. What is drawn with the blue outside this layer is the zona pellucida. Then inner one layer of cell is present, which is the trophoblast. Then the cavity, blastocele, and all the cells push to one side, which is called inner cell mass. This inner cell mass is are the cells which are going to divide and develop into the embryo. Okay, in the due course of time. Now, the fertilization has taken place in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. From the ampulla, it starts coming down. Okay, the zygote starts coming down, and as it comes down, it undergoes all these divisions. So, to come down, it will take around 4 days. So, after fertilization, 4 days it takes to come to the uterus, this uterine cavity. Once it reaches here, it floats. It is floating here. It doesn't attach directly. So around 2 to 3 days, it is floating. And only after that, so 4 to 5 days and 2 to 3 days, so 8 to 9 days total, then it goes and attaches or implants itself. By then, the stage is blastocyst, and this is around the stage where the implantation takes place, means little up near the arm, not very much down. So this is the area where most probable implantation take place. So now what tells the blastocyst to implant, means 2 to 3 days nicely it was floating. Then fourth day, what is telling the blastocyst? Implant. That is the stage where its zona pellucida gets dissolved. You see this zona pellucida around this layer? As long as zona pellucida is intact, implantation do not take place. So, for implantation to take place, from the fertilization, around 7 to 8 days later, trophoblasts have become well developed. And this trophoblast will release certain enzymes. And these enzymes will dissolve the zona pellucida. This by then the dissolution takes place. It is almost the 8th day. Okay, and by then it has reached here. So then the zona pellucida dissolves. And when zona pellucida dissolves, it is time for implantation. And this process where zona pellucida dissolves is called as hatching of the blastocyst. Hatching of the blastocyst. So blastocyst hatching is very important for implantation. Sometimes when the blastocyst, the zygote is somewhere here in the tube itself, the hatching takes place. And once hatching takes place, there it will fuse. Wherever hatching takes place, the blastocyst is going to implant. It doesn't understand the position. So if hatching has taken place here, it will fuse here. If here, here. And if it happens in these tube areas, then it will lead to what is called as a tubal pregnancy, which usually is not very successful. Now, once the zona pellucida is lost, you can see here that outer blue line is not there. You can only see the trophoblast and this inner cell mass. Now, trophoblast will start dividing and form two zones. The outer zone with finger-like projections called as outer syncytiotropoblast and the inner zone, one layer like this, which is the inner cytotrophoblast. Outer syncytiotropoblast, syncytium means multiple nucleus. You see, they are one cell and one nucleus, but the boundaries of the cells are not very clear. So it looks as if there are multiple cells. So that's why it is called as a syncytium. Okay. Now, so the syncytia has a projection only at one side. Why? Because when it comes, so let's see, this is the uterine wall as we had drawn. So earlier we have drawn it this manner and an implantation here. So this area is what we are showing here. This is the uterine endometrium, the inner lining of uterus on which the implantation will take place. Here the syncytium will penetrate. It will go and means it will just enter like this finger-like projection, enter inside the wall of the uterus in this way, and then it will attach itself. So this is how it attaches itself. Now this syncytium has various function. This syncytial trophoblast. Syncytial trophoblast is the place from where placenta will develop in the due course of pregnancy. Second, it secretes a hormone called as human chorionic gonadotrophin. It is a very important thing that it should develop now, the hormone, because this hormone will support and maintain corpus luteum. Once ovulation has taken place, the remaining follicle in the ovary is the corpus luteum. And why we require corpus luteum to be maintained? Because corpus luteum secretes progesterone. And progesterone is a pregnancy sustaining hormone. That's why its secretion is important. And so whenever implantation takes place, we call, so from there the stage is the pregnancy stage. Okay. And its secretion of human chorionic gonadotrophin is what is detected in the pregnancy test, also called as the Gravidex test. So once Gravidex test is positive, or pregnancy test is positive with that small bar and that red line which comes, okay, Prega News and all that, if that is positive, means the syncytial trophoblast is formed, means implantation has taken place. Okay, and now the endometrium of the uterus is no more called endometrium, it is called as decidua. So pregnant woman's endometrium is called decidua. This whole thing takes around 7 to 9 days from fertilization.